Have you ever wondered about the most deceptive figure in Islamic eschatology, Dajjal? A question that stirs a sense of intrigue, leading us down a path of exploration into one of the most enigmatic figures in Islamic belief. The word Dajjal in Arabic translates to deceiver or impostor, setting the tone for a figure who is said to wield immense power of deception. Dajjal is an integral part of Islamic eschatology, the branch of theology that discusses the end times. His arrival is considered one of the major signs of the Day of Judgment, a concept that is prevalent across many religious beliefs. The law of Dajjal describes him as a figure who will emerge during a time of great strife, presenting himself as a savior while leading people astray with his deception. His power of illusion is such that he will make the truth appear as falsehood and vice versa. It is said that he will cause great confusion, compelling people to question their faith and their understanding of reality. Understanding the deception of Dajjal is vital because it helps us recognize the importance of steadfastness in our beliefs. It underscores the value of discernment and the need to seek knowledge so we aren't easily swayed by falsehood, no matter how appealing it may seem. However, there are several misconceptions about Dajjal that often cloud our understanding. Some perceive him as a mythological figure, while others see him as a symbolic representation of evil forces in the world. Many believe that he will have physical deformities, while others argue that his deformity is metaphorical, referring to his moral corruption. These misconceptions highlight the need for a clear, comprehensive understanding of Dajjal based on authentic sources. By dispelling these misconceptions, we can better prepare ourselves for the challenges that his arrival will bring and maintain our spiritual resilience in the face of deception. But how can we recognize Dajjal when he is so deceptive? A pertinent question that invites us to delve deeper into this fascinating subject as we continue our journey of exploration in the subsequent scenes. The deception of Dajjal is not a simple matter to decipher. It's complex, multifaceted, and deeply entwined with the human propensity for illusion and manipulation. Dajjal, in essence, is a master of illusion. He presents falsehoods in a way that they appear true, and truth in a way that it appears false. His illusions are not merely visual tricks or mirages, but are cognitive and spiritual distortions that confuse the minds and hearts of people. He blurs the lines between right and wrong, truth and falsehood, good and evil. Yet his deception extends further. He manipulates people's desires, ambitions, and fears. He exploits their weaknesses and vulnerabilities, turning them into tools for his deceptive works. He makes the sinful look attractive and the virtuous look unappealing. He turns truth into a commodity that can be bought and sold, and falsehood into a norm that is accepted and followed. But the greatest of Dajjal's deceptions is perhaps his claim to divinity. He presents himself as a god, demanding worship and obedience. He promises worldly riches, power, and pleasure to those who submit to him, and threatens punishment and deprivation to those who resist. He exploits people's ignorance, their lack of knowledge about their creator and their purpose in life, to lure them into his trap of deception. However, knowledge and faith are the keys to discerning the truth from Dajjal's deception. Knowledge about the true nature of this world and our purpose in it. Knowledge about the creator and his attributes. Knowledge about the authentic teachings of the prophets. And faith in the truth of these teachings. These are the tools that can help us see through Dajjal's illusions and manipulations and resist his deceptive allure. Yet the deception extends beyond mere illusions. It infiltrates our thoughts, our beliefs, our values, and our actions. It shapes our perception of reality and our understanding of truth. It's not just about seeing through the false images that Dajjal presents, but about discerning the deeper hidden truth that he seeks to obscure. It's about recognizing the subtle ways in which he distorts our view of the world and our place in it, and about resisting his attempts to lead us astray from the path of truth and righteousness. The influence of Dajjal is vast and deep-rooted. In a world where information is at our fingertips and beliefs and ideologies can be swayed with a simple click, the deception of Dajjal can seep into the very fabric of our society. It can shape our perceptions, mold our values, and even dictate our actions. The influence of Dajjal is not just on an individual level, but it also permeates through the societal structure, impacting communities at large. Imagine a society where falsehood is glorified, where deceit is celebrated, and where the lines between right and wrong are blurred. This is the kind of society that Dajjal's deception can create. It's a society where the most devout can be misled, where the pious can be swayed, and where the righteous can be led astray. On an individual level, the influence of Dajjal can be equally destructive. It can make one question their faith, distort their understanding of morality, and lead them down a path of deceit and betrayal. It can create a sense of confusion and chaos, causing the individual to lose their sense of direction and purpose. But the deception of Dajjal is not a force that is impossible to resist. It is not an influence that cannot be countered. It requires vigilance, awareness, and a strong foundation of faith. It requires an individual to take a stand against the tide of deceit, to hold on to their beliefs even when they are challenged, and to remain steadfast in their pursuit of truth. The influence of Dajjal is a test, a trial for the believer. It is a challenge that requires one to rise above the deception, to see through the falsehood, and to remain anchored in their faith. It is a test that demands strength, resilience, and unwavering commitment to truth. So how can one protect themselves from such deceptive influence? Well, that's a question we will delve into in the next scene, where we will explore the ways one can safeguard themselves against the deception of Dajjal. Stay tuned. Scene script. Protection against Dajjal's deception lies in knowledge and faith. In the grand tapestry of existence, knowledge and faith are threads woven with utmost care and precision. They form the bulwark against the deception of Dajjal, a shield of truth that repels the arrows of falsehood. The importance of these two elements cannot be overstated. They are the twin pillars that uphold our spiritual fortitude, the beacon that guides us through the murky waters of deception. Knowledge, my friends, is a powerful tool. It illuminates the mind, banishing the shadows of ignorance and doubt. When we arm ourselves with understanding, we fortify our defenses against Dajjal's deception. This knowledge is not merely the accumulation of facts, but a profound comprehension of our faith and the world around us. It is the discernment that allows us to distinguish truth from falsehood, right from wrong. Equally important is faith. It is the spiritual compass that guides us in our journey. Faith is the anchor that keeps us grounded amidst the tumultuous waves of deception. It is the flame that burns brightly, even in the darkest corners of despair. With unwavering faith, we can resist the allure of Dajjal's deception, for faith is the antithesis of doubt, the foil to deception. However, knowledge and faith alone are not enough. Constant vigilance is required. We must be ever watchful, ever mindful of the subtle ways in which deception can creep into our lives. This vigilance extends to our daily prayers, our understanding of scriptures, and our spiritual strength. Prayer is our lifeline, a conduit of divine grace. It is through prayer that we keep our connection with the divine, drawing strength and guidance. The scriptures too are a source of wisdom, providing timeless lessons and moral compass. And our spiritual strength? It is the culmination of our knowledge, faith, and constant vigilance. It is the fortress that stands resolute against Dajjal's deception. Remember, the greatest weapon against deception is the truth. In conclusion, Dajjal's deception is a test of faith and vigilance. As we delve into the final thoughts of our discussion, let's take a moment to revisit the key points we've discussed about this enigmatic figure. Dajjal's deception is not a mere illusion, but a complex ploy designed to test the resilience and robustness of our faith. The allure of his promises and the grandeur of his spectacle can be overwhelming, yet it is this very intrigue that makes his deception so potent. It's a test that challenges not just our beliefs, but our ability to discern truth from falsehood. We've also explored the widespread influence of Dajjal. His reach is not limited to a single region or group, but extends to all corners of the world, affecting individuals and societies in profound ways. His influence is not just physical, but psychological and spiritual, altering perceptions and manipulating beliefs. It's a pervasive force that requires constant vigilance and critical thinking to counteract. But we are not helpless in the face of this deception. We've discussed various ways to protect oneself from Dajjal's influence. From the recitation of specific verses from the Holy Quran, to the constant seeking of knowledge and the strengthening of one's faith, there are numerous defenses available to us. The key is to be proactive, to constantly nourish and fortify our beliefs, and to always be alert to the signs of deception. The story of Dajjal serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of continuous learning and the strengthening of faith. It urges us to be vigilant, to question, to seek knowledge, and to constantly strive towards a deeper understanding of our faith. And most importantly, it reminds us that the quest for truth is a lifelong journey, a journey that requires patience, perseverance, and unwavering dedication. So as we conclude, remember this: always seek the truth, for it is your shield against the greatest deception.